Ahoy there shipmates, I'm Sam and I host the Deck Tales podcast. First thing I need to stress is that I'm not a real captain. I just call myself that in the intros because it rhymes with my surname. I was born in London, grew up in Essex and somehow ended up moving back to London. I first went to sea aged 19 back in 2006, working as an entertainment host on cruise ships straight out of college. I did a bunch of vessels, big and small, for a few different companies, and when I finally got fed up with the family pressures to get a proper job, I left that life behind way back in 2010. After a few failed attempts at trying to figure out what that meant, I moved back into the city with a couple of quid in my pocket to have another crack at it. Took a bit of time to adjust and I had a few dark years I'd rather didn't happen, but eventually I pulled my socks up and went to uni, studying a degree in music business and artist management, something I've actually never tried to find work in. I found work in a few different places over the years, but for the last decade or so I've mainly gotten by as a handyman around London. I mostly go to help people fix the odd this and that, paint a few walls, assemble furniture, mount TV, shelves, all that kind of stuff. I'm a bit of an ambivert. I like gaming, crooning, playing and watching football, up the Arsenal. The odd bit of basketball, having a drink with friends, movies. I know I'm kind of basic, but I'm cool with that, honestly. I wrote my first book about my first cruise contract a while back. Think The In-Betweeners, but at sea. And it was published the day we went into lockdown in 2020. Yay! Seeing the irony that I'd just put a book out into the world about an industry everyone was keen to be as far away from as possible, I began to work on a follow-up. But as I read articles to inform my writing, I started to learn things about the industry I'd never known whilst I was busy working within it. Once finished, I couldn't get anyone to take a chance on helping me get it published, and so I decided I'd take my love of stories and socialising and combine them into the Deck Tales podcast. For a few years now I've lived out of a small room in a house share where the drama is minimal and the rent is affordable. My space might not be massive, but I'm grateful for it. It's here I've been working hard to get Deck Tales off the ground, and whilst things aren't always smooth sailing, I still can't complain. After all, ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. Excuse me. So don't let what's happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. Sadly, I can't predict the future for what lies in store for Deck Tales and myself moving forwards, but I've outlined the show's full origins, my hopes and wishes for it in my mission statement, and if you'd like to come along and see how the journey unfolds, then you should give us a follow. Thanks for watching and bon voyage.